The world today stands on a fault line, a tension that is growing between two modern superpowers, the United States of America and the People's Republic of China. But before we talk about trade wars, espionage, or World War III, we must ask, where did it all begin? Because this rivalry did not start yesterday. No, this story is centuries in the making. Let's travel back, way back. China, the sleeping dragon. Long before the name America even existed, there was China, an ancient empire, a civilization so vast and old, its history was written in scrolls while the West was still finding its feet. The philosophies of Confucius taught order, hierarchy, and balance. The Great Wall stood not only as defense, but as a symbol of China's self-reliance. For centuries, the Chinese emperors ruled a closed society. They believed that the world had nothing to offer that China did not already possess. Trade was limited, foreign ideas were unwelcome, and power remained centralized under the imperial throne. It was the Middle Kingdom, and in its own eyes, it was the center of the world. America. The rising phoenix. Then, across the globe, something entirely new was being born. In 1776, a group of rebellious colonies declared independence from Britain, and with that, the United States of America was born, an experiment built on freedom, capitalism, and self-governance. Unlike China, America thrived on new ideas, immigration, and expansion. Its borders grew fast, and so did its ambitions. By the early 1800s, America was beginning to look outward. The Industrial Revolution had ignited a hunger for trade, resources, and influence, and that hunger soon turned its gaze towards China. First contact, trade and tension. In the 1800s, China was facing its own crisis. The British Empire had forced opium into Chinese ports, leading to the devastating Opium Wars. China, weakened by internal rebellion and foreign intervention, was now vulnerable. Its doors were slowly being pried open. America saw opportunity. Second, 1899, the United States proposed the open door policy, a diplomatic strategy to ensure that China's markets would remain accessible not just to Britain or France, but to America as well. It was the first real move by the US to stake a claim in Asia. This policy may have looked peaceful on paper, but it marked the beginning of something much bigger, a slow, quiet competition for control over the East. Clash of civilizations. Let's pause for a moment. Look at the core philosophies of both nations. China, Confucianism, harmony, order, tradition. America, capitalism, freedom, competition, innovation. These aren't just cultural differences. They're strategic mindsets. They shape how each country sees power, politics, and the world around them. Where China moves in silence, America moves in statements. Where China builds long-term strategies, America seeks rapid results. This difference, invisible at first, will soon become central to everything that follows. Cliffhanger. A rising tension. By the turn of the 20th century, both nations were still far from equal powers. China was wounded, and America was rising. But make no mistake, their paths had crossed. Trade had connected them. Policy had aligned them. But beneath the surface, something had shifted. The West saw China as a market. China saw the West as a threat. And as we move forward in this series, we'll see this subtle tension grow louder through wars, revolutions, political alliances, and betrayal. This is just the beginning. The awakening of two giants has only just begun. To be continued in Episode 2, The World Wars and Shifting Powers.